What up, boxing fans, and shout out to FightHype.com. According to FightHype.com, Eddie Hearn and Kell Brook are back in negotiations with Amir Khan and Amir Khan's team. As you guys know, recently Eddie Hearn and Amir Khan were negotiating, but Eddie Hearn wanted a 50-50 split. Amir Khan wanted an 80-20 split. Therefore, Eddie Hearn pulled out of negotiations. Now, Eddie Hearn seems like he's willing to take the $3 million offered to make the Amir Khan-Kell Brook fight, which will be 3 to 4 times Kell Brook's biggest payday. As we know, Kell Brook's biggest payday was $200,000 against Showtime Shawn Porter. Now, Eddie Hearn seems willing to take this $3 million to make the Kell Brook Amir Khan fight. Why he turned that $3 million down before, I have no idea. But now, he seems willing to make the fight. He even did an interview with Sky Sports saying that the fight is 60 to 70% done. He feels that the fight will happen. Now, will Amir Khan take the WBC title fight with Danny Garcia, or will he take the IBF title fight with Kell Brook? That remains to be seen. But the negotiations for Khan Brook look promising. It looks promising with Eddie Hearn and Kell Brook willing to take the $3 million offered. And it seems like they're willing to do that now. They're willing to play ball. So it's a 50-50 chance that this Khan Brook fight does get made, with Eddie Hearn willing to play ball, willing to take those $3 million. Now, I definitely can't see Amir Khan taking anything lower than 70%. I can't. I would be really surprised. I would be really surprised if Amir Khan took anything lower than a 70% offer to make this fight. He is the A side. Amir Khan is the bigger name. He has the more accomplished career. He has accomplished more in his career than Kell Brook. Kell Brook only has one significant win, and that was against Showtime Shawn Porter. The rest of his fights are against no-name bums. So he haven't accomplished that much in his career. That's why his biggest payday up until this point has been $200,000 against Showtime Shawn Porter. Now, I really can't see Amir Khan taking anything less than 70% of the revenue. So this fight is going to be up to Kell Brook and Eddie Hearn's team. Are they willing to take the $3 million offered to make the fight? Or will they price themselves out? If they ask for 50-50, if they ask for 60-40, this fight is not going to get made. They have to be reasonable about making this fight. They're not going to get 50-50 when Amir Khan is the A side. Amir Khan is going to want at least 65 to 70% of the revenue. He's going to want part of the Sky Sports pay-per-view revenue, which is only fair because he's the A side in these negotiations. He's the more accomplished fighter. Yeah, Kell Brook has a belt, but all he has is a belt. Amir Khan is bringing a name to the fight. He's bringing more risk to the table. He's the more accomplished fighter. He's beaten more world champions than Kell Brook. He's a 2-time world champion. Again, Amir Khan is the A side. So Eddie Hearn and Kell Brook are not going to dictate terms to the A side fighter, which is Amir Khan. They're not going to be able to demand 50-50 or 60-40. They're going to have to give in to the A side if they want to make this fight. They're going to have to give in to Amir Khan if they want to get this fight made. So I'm glad to see Eddie Hearn finally willing to play ball and accept those $3 million to make this fight. Now, as we know, these guys are big liars. So one day he's willing to make the fight. The next day he may not be willing to make the fight. So I'm just going to keep you guys updated on these negotiations, on what Eddie Hearn is saying, on what Amir Khan is saying. But it seems as though Eddie Hearn has finally realized he's not going to make any more money, more than $3 million for this fight. And he's finally decided to take the fight and stop ducking Amir Khan. So my advice to Eddie Hearn, take the $3 million Team Khan is offering you. Take that $3 million. It's 3 to 4 times your biggest payday ever. You're never going to see $3 million in your lifetime, Kell Brook. So tell Eddie Hearn to take the $3 million, Give Amir Khan what he wants, and let's make the fight June 4th at Wembley Stadium. Let's make the fight, Eddie Hearn. The fans in the UK want this fight,